Lisa Raftery here with a Path Parent Thought for the day. First of all, congratulations, it's June. That means we made it through distance learning from home. So congratulations. I know it was a huge adjustment for my family. I work from home, my husband works from home, and then having our children who normally are on campus, we do what's called a public school hybrid homeschool charter, which means they go on campus 3 to 4 days a week, and then they do a couple of days at home. But they're used to being with friends and seeing their teachers, and it was a huge adjustment coming home. So I can only imagine if you're part of a system where they're going 5 days a week and then you brought them home, and all the dynamics that you navigated, some of you for the first time doing schooling from home. So kudos to you, that's amazing. And our word today, our little thought for you is celebrate the wins, because it's a win. Just getting through distance learning is a huge win in and of itself. And you know, honestly, it's been a really long season since March. I think we all could agree that it's just been a lot with, you know, worldwide epidemic, hence pandemic, and then having all those dynamics with washing your hands and being careful and social distancing and not seeing friends and family, and the grocery store is different, everything's different. Masks, I mean, you can go on and on with all the ways that it's been really different since March. So it's not to mention there's a lot of things going on in our country right now that we're all navigating. So it's a win to get to June. So we just wanted to congratulate you and encourage you to celebrate that win. So whatever's fun for your family, it doesn't have to be huge, it doesn't have to be expensive, just something to just pause for a minute, and in the midst of tough times, I mean, we're still going through a lot, in the midst of tough times to be able to celebrate a win with your teens and celebrate that they made it through distance learning, they made it to summer. That's a great win. Or whatever way is meaningful for your family. I know we had a graduate this year, so our daughter Katie graduated from high school, and it's such a great accomplishment, and we wanted to celebrate her, but because of COVID-19, obviously she didn't get the graduation that she's probably been expecting for many years, and yet COVID-19 just kind of changed the plan. But we were determined that we're gonna celebrate the win anyway. So she did have a drive-by graduation, which literally meant we drove our car up at our time slot, drove up, she stepped out, got her diploma, back in the car, and that was it. So we were determined to have more of a celebration than that and to celebrate the win, and so she wore her cap and gown, and we had a graduation ceremony for her in our backyard. So we set things up, and even though it was just our family, we had speeches, her sister played the ukulele and sang to her. I gave a graduation speech that I made sure was just long enough for her to wonder, how long is this going to be? Because every graduate has to feel that feeling. My husband wore a suit coat with a tie, but then he wore shorts and flip-flops and apologized that he thought it was a Zoom graduation. And so we had a lot of fun with it. It was lots of laughter. We decorated the house and had a party, and even though it didn't have all of our family and friends that we normally would have to celebrate the win, we celebrated it anyway. And I know that she felt very valued in that moment, and it was a win. Just celebrating the win became a win for her. So I just want to encourage you, whatever you can do as a family, to celebrate the wins in tough times. It's just such a great shot in the arm for all of your teens and your whole family in the midst of tough times. Also, I was thinking about, most of us have been on an airplane, and when we're on that airplane, the flight attendant gets up and he or she gives a demonstration about what to do in case of emergency. And what's going to happen in case of emergency is typically the oxygen masks are going to drop down. So of course they always say, if you're the adult, put on the oxygen mask first, and then you take the other oxygen mask and you put it on your child. That way, if you put it on the child first, you might not make it through. So I just want to encourage you, we've been in a state of emergency in a lot of levels and a lot of ways that's affected all of our families, and just encourage you to celebrate the win of what you've done as a parent, because what you've done is remarkable. You've made it through some historical things, and celebrate it, and make sure you're putting your oxygen mask on. It doesn't have to be in huge ways, but something that shows that you're valuing your contribution in this time to your teen's life. as being a parent and something special for yourself. So those are my thoughts as parents coming into June. We're really excited for what's coming. I have some great resources for you I'm excited to share in our next video. So thank you so much for watching and for listening, and we're excited to connect again very soon. Thank you.